Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 1857 of documenting my journey. Originally, as I transitioned from the brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world of business. It's been over a quarter century, 25 years plus in corporate America, while simultaneously owning, operating, running, building, supersizing businesses in different industries. Overall, offline was involved in 27 plus different industries before I came online in 2017, following my divorce. I'm like, okay, I need to do something. What do I want to do? I want to do something totally different than what I've done in the past, so I can learn and grow as a person, especially coming off of what I consider a negative experience, my divorce. I never wanted to get divorced in my life. Figured I'd get married once and that'd be it. So I wanted to have a positive impact on my life to kind of counteract that, what I considered a negative experience. So jumped online, tried a whole bunch of different stuff. I thought I came in on a super specific track, realized that you can explode anything and go down the wrong roads, and you can get your attention diverted more even so online than offline by what they call shiny object syndrome. I never really understood that expression until I came online, and then I realized as I was going down some roads and learning about detailed things that I didn't really need to learn about or know, that I too could be the victim of shiny object syndrome and comparing myself to others, which is something I seldom did in the offline world because I was so busy doing my own thing. I wasn't paying attention to or spending time missing out on things or afraid of missing out on things. FOMO, I never heard of that until I came online either. I was just doing my own thing, and well, I was also busy raising my family and doing things like that. So it wasn't until I came online that I experienced some of the things that people talk about all the time that I didn't really get because I hadn't personally experienced them. Sometimes we have to experience things ourselves before we can understand and relate to them. And I think fear is one of those things. Although we're all afraid of something, we're all afraid of things, whether we're consciously aware of it or not. And so today we shared Face Your Fears as our idiom for supersize your business, and I shared a process for helping other people overcome their fears and phobias, which means if we can help other people do it, we can use the process on ourselves. And that our businesses, one of the lessons I've really learned is that our business, our career, our life can only grow and expand as much as we're willing to. And I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me, I used to have a phobia of sneezing on camera, but now I just do it. So we talked about that. And then for this year's annual challenge, the Get Your Goals annual challenge, we are focusing on the emotional area and aspect of our life, part of a life framework that I use and teach to other people so that they can have some kind of a structure to how they plan out and map out and create the life that they want. And one of those areas is emotional well-being. And so we talked about, we're working on our emotional goals. Since we're focusing on goals this year, it makes sense that we focus on our goal process. And we did the SOAP framework, and we did a bunch of other topics so far in our discussion of emotional well-being, but I wanted to make sure that we were really clear on these are our goals for this year in the area of our emotional well-being. And today we're on the third step of the process, which is breaking them down and making sure that the goals we came up with yesterday are in a SMART or SMIRT format, meaning specific, measurable, unattainable, or attainable based on what motivates you. I am driven by giant, big, unattainable goals to most everybody in the universe, but that's what drives me and keeps me moving forward. Other people have to have and set attainable goals for themselves. They have to know that the goal they set for themselves in the year is a stretch, but they can absolutely positively achieve it if they are consistent, if they choose to, and if they take the steps that they're going to set up as part of the process that we're going through over the next couple of days. They're realistic. Again, I go with realistic and realistic as what motivates and drives you or me. Pick the thing for you, and then time bound. Of course, it's by the end of this year, so it's automatically time bound, but then we're going to break those bigger goals down into smaller chunks so we guarantee that we're doing things along the way this year to achieve those goals. So we talked about that. We took the 3 goals from yesterday, and this is my book. I'm breaking them down according to SMART, because the goals I picked are not specific. They're not currently measurable. They're currently, I think they're all attainable. I think they're realistic, and they're definitely time bound. So We just have to get a little more specific and a little more measurable, so I know if I'm making progress toward them or not. Especially in the area of emotional goals, we get creative on that, because how do we measure our emotions? How do we know whether we're moving toward what we want or away from what we want? It's very subjective. So we want to take and find some ways to measure that are objective, and so we can tell if we're making progress or not. All right, that's it. Hanging out with my granddaughter today. We are actually having a blizzard where I am and where I live, so probably not going anywhere today. So if you need help, if you have any questions, just hit me up. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow. Have a fantastic day.